and welcome to Strange News with me, the Peaceful Cat. Strange news from around the world. Now our first story this week takes us to the UK, where a British couple decided to abandon their home because of the embarrassing name of the street they lived on, which was called Boathole Road. After living there for slightly over a year, the Allett family sold their $250,000 bungalow in Coinsborough, fed up with the never-ending jokes at their expense. Taxis and pizza delivery men refused to respond to their calls, thinking their order was just a prank. And the Alletts grew tired of teenagers posing to their friends' cameras with their trousers down, showing their bottom next to the street sign, so they moved. Now our next story is an example of how sex sells, and it takes us to Germany. A German bakery chain is selling round, pointed pastries called titties. That's right, titties. The shop in Freiburg, near Frankfurt, has posters of a pin-up girl advertising them at 36 pence each. In one day alone, it sold over 13,000 titties. But the city's women's representative, Margaret Burned, said a number of the women called her to vent their anger and outrage at the offer. The head of the local district authority, Rolf Gnundal, has also called for titties to be renamed. But Kai Steinperl, the junior manager of the store chain, says titties are here to stay. Now our next story takes us to China. A Chinese zoo has agreed to suspend its policy of allowing visitors to shoot some of its animals. The zoo in Dandong rented out rifles and allowed people into special areas where they could shoot the animals. It was seen as a unique attraction to bring in more visitors, but led to numerous complaints from animal lovers. Zoo staff have defended themselves, saying that visitors were only allowed to kill unprotected species. But now they have agreed to stop letting visitors to shoot their animals altogether. Now our final story of the week takes us back to the UK, where a British man who was fascinated with explosives blew himself up after putting a homemade pipe bomb into his mouth and lighting the fuse. Kevin Barnes, who was 20 from Preston Court in Daventry, took the advice into his mouth and flicked a lighter as his petrified flatmates and girlfriend looked on. The bomb, which might have been created using instructions from a book on explosives, then blew up, causing him serious head injuries, and he died on the same day. Mr. Barnes was described as a risk taker with a big history of harming himself, and he is said to have had a short temper. Well, that's it for this week, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you join me at the same time next week for some more strange news from around the world. Until then, peace and the Peaceful Cat.